and I'm a chick who does reviews, okay? It's been a week since this daggone album came out, and I am finally finished Chris Brown's 45-song album. Yes, I'm a busy woman, so it took me a minute to get through it, but here we go. If you want to hear about what I think about it, continue watching, okay? So, first of all, the album for me was really good. I don't have too much bad to say about this album. It is classic Chris Brown. And the one thing about Chris Brown is that he knows how to put an album together. He knows how to stick to his sound and stick to what his aesthetic is in the music that he puts out. So I can't say that he did anything less than what I was expecting from on Heartbreak on the Full Moon. I thought that every song on the album I could listen to. Not every song was my favorite, but I didn't feel like I had to skip any songs on the album. All 45 of them are listen worthy. Okay, there's something on this album for everybody, and if you don't find something, then you just not a Chris Brown fan or you're not an R&B fan. There is something on here for everybody. Now, I want to speak to something, okay, that most music reviewers or critics don't really speak to when it comes to music, because they're also all high and mighty in their musical lingo. I want to give props to Chris Brown because of the way that this man picks his beats, okay, and the way that he puts a song together, for me, is almost genius. It's like he writes to choreography, or he puts his music together for the purpose of being able to move and to elicit an emotion or a feeling. And that's something that a lot of people don't do in music. They just kind of just go to whim, and nowadays it's just people just put stuff out that doesn't really move people. You know what I mean? And this really makes you want to move. Every single song, there's something in it that makes you want to move. Like, now listen, I was a dancer in another life somewhere, because I swear I can dance. It feels real good in my head, but I don't know what be happening once I try to translate it into the physical world. But, okay, there on every single song, there's a place where you can hit and you can see where he was going with movement, and where he was going with how he wants you to feel when you're listening to the song. Yeah, I had to give him big props for that, because I felt everything in pretty much every one of the songs, okay? Now, lyrically, let's talk. Lyrically, meh, okay? I really like the lyrics on Enemy and Heartbreak on the Full is it Heartbreak on the Full Moon? Okay, I really liked those lyrics, but pretty much the lyrics are Chris Brown lyrics. They really, I know they meant a lot to him, but it wasn't really imaginative. It was just kind of like, here, straightforward, which can be a really good thing. So I'm not kind of like coming at it. Very straightforward, to the point. Yeah, lyrics are meh for me. I didn't feel like, oh my God, that was a hot lyric. Like I wasn't there with the lyrics, but I understood the lyrics clearly. I understood where he was coming from, and it's very easy to follow. So I'll give him that, right? Now, there is one thing that I do want to discuss, okay, is his vocal performance on this album. His vocal performance on this album, I have to say, was a step above what I'm used to hearing from Chris Brown, okay? I like his runs on a couple of the songs. Like, he was running, okay? And Chris Brown, he does his little auto-tune runs, which I really wish that I would get like a ballad or something from Chris Brown with minimal auto-tune. Like, I really want to hear that rawness from him. But I understand that this is his aesthetic, and most of his songs are going to have that auto-tune sound on it. But he really did try and experiment with his vocals on this album. I mean, I guess on 45 songs, you better, okay? Because you don't want to sound like the same thing over and over again. And I really thought that he took some risks. He really took some risks on, oh my goodness, it's 45 songs, so I can't remember all the daggone song names. But he took a lot of vocal risks on this album, and I liked his tone. It sounds like he borrowed a little bit from Brandy, Okay, borrowed a little bit, and had some very good smooth tones on this album all the way throughout. I really thought that for a 45 song album, that he masterfully put it together and made something that everybody could like. He made something that really represented who he was as an artist. And I'm telling you right now, if he continues down this road, you know what I mean, people will see this man for who he is and will see his talent. And he's a living legend right now. I can't take that from him. The next thing that I want to see from him is I really want, I just want less auto-tune. I want to hear him really belt, like belt. And I'm hoping that, he'll give us something that in the future. But for Heartbreak on a Full Moon, I have to give this album a really good review. It's something that you should really check out, and just put on and just jam to, and really feel what he was feeling. I can feel the dance moves, and that's how I felt, how I would feel with Michael Jackson. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, they compare him to Michael Jackson. There's nobody that's ever going to be Michael Jackson or be like Michael Jackson. But I know that when Michael Jackson was in the studio, he would literally dance in the studio while he was doing the song and singing. He would literally be dancing. And that's what I felt from Heartbreak from a Full Moon. Whether it was a slow song, whether it was a fast song, mid-tempo, I always felt the energy of what his body would be doing to the music, because the man can dance. Okay, Chris Brown is an awesome dancer, and I feel like this album was just a storyboard of dance moves that he has in his head that he's ready to share with the world. So I can't wait for him to put some videos out. I loved Questions video. I want some more videos, and I really hope that he dances a lot in these videos and really shows us all of this loveliness. So there you go. For more reviews, please come back. Please like and subscribe. Car Ride Reviews. Yes, I'm Jen Harris. It's a chick who loves music. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Mwah.